All right, everybody, welcome aboard. We're about to start up. Portsmouth ground, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, now ready to taxi out of Port Air.
HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, runway 16, taxi via either Papa or Quebec Van Alpha.
Quebec Alpha to runway 16, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, thank you.
HondaJet November 0 Delta Charlie ground.
Go ahead, ground.
Just correction to your climb out. You'll be on the Tanker 3 departure, and that's just a climb on 165 to 500 feet, and then continue to 3,000 or as assigned.
Okay, and so is it a heading of 220 afterwards, or straight out of 165?
Just straight out. It's essentially a runway heading to 3.
Okay, runway heading 3,000. Thanks for that, 0 Delta Charlie. Change that. Easy enough.
November 8235 Sierra, Portsmouth.
This is a joint use field, so you got C-130s, C-7As, C-135s. They're refueling planes. A lot of military comes through here. God bless our military. Portsmouth Tower, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, pulling up to the hold short, runway 16 Alpha 1.
Portsmouth Tower, Roger, hold short, runway 16.
Hold short, 160 Delta Charlie. We'll go ahead and set that parking brake.
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, runway 16, line up and wait. Traffic's Warrior, 4 mile final.
Line up and wait, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, right for traffic. He's got to give me the...
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, runway 16, wind 110 cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, thank you. Okay. Engines are both spooled up.
3 Charlie Echo, you full stopper option, sir.
Slight uphill.
3 Charlie Echo, traffic on the roll, runway 16, wind 150 at 6, cleared to land.
Holding center line.
Okay, clear to land and exit on
P1 and rotation, nice smooth rotation. 2 good engines. Gears coming up. MCT on the power, and flaps are coming up. Climbing nicely. Now we're going to climb straight ahead, 3,000 feet.
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, connect departure, good day.
Over to departure, 0 Delta Charlie, thank you. Detect that. 1,300 for 3,000 and departure.
3,500. Turn 930 Alpha Bravo Boss Delta's turn over at Portsmouth. They're landing runway 16, altimeter 3019er. 3019er,
0 Alpha Bravo.
Hello, departure, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, 2,500 for 3,000.
HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, Boston departure. Radar contact, climb maintain 10,000.
10,000, 0 Delta Charlie, thank you. Present heading, 10,000 now.
0 Delta Charlie, when able, correct Marconi, resume on navigation.
And say again for 0 Delta Charlie, please.
0 Delta Charlie, when able, correct Marconi, Lima Foxtrot Victor, your first text.
Correct Marconi, 0 Delta Charlie, thanks.
Sierra 653, thanks, Ralph. Correct Lawrence, resume on navigation.
10,000.
Yeah, direct.
Oh.
282 would like to go on.
I thought she said direct Marconi, but
282 on course that is approved.
I thought you said something before that.
1,500 direct.
Okay, oh, Marconi's to the left. Oh.
Someone else got blocked. Number 282, you can proceed on.
Doors a little bit more to the right. Okay, we're at 5,000 feet.
271 Victor Alpha checking in.
And climbing, coming to the left. Pull this up.
1 Victor Alpha.
Speed of 210 on the climb. And we'll throw the autopilot on.
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, just verify your direct Marconi now.
I am direct Marconi, 0 Delta Charlie.
0 Delta Charlie, contact Boston Center 128.2. Have a good day.
28.2, 0 Delta Charlie, good day.
Sir 653, contact approach 118.25.
118.2, 653.
Air 525, verify climate up
Dave
to
hit the wrong
7,000.
button. Now we're doing it.
November 430 Delta Charlie, how do you hear?
Just checking in now. HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, 10,000 smooth.
430 Delta Charlie, Boston Center, roger, climate maintain, flight level 200.
Flight level 2000 Delta Charlie, thank you. Okay, 200, so that means 20,000 feet.
American 2282, Boston Center, roger. 940 Echo Lima, contact Boston Center 134.7.
34.7,
Now we want to adjust the speed to 210. Go to MCT. Okay. Using flight level change, which I prefer to use instead of pitch. Okay. 10,600 to 20,000. Okay, go back to our checklist. Landing gear is up. Rear damper is engaged because the autopilot is engaged. Flaps are up. Thrust levers are MCT. So you can see I'm going through that.
430 Delta Charlie, climb maintain for level 230.
2300 Delta Charlie, thank you.
Center Southwest 4806, level 240.
Southwest 4806, Boston Center, roger.
Hello, Boston. HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, flight level 208 for 230 and a request, please.
So 430 Delta Charlie, Boston Center, climb maintain for level 240.
Flight level 240. Any chance we get direct Sandy Point?
And, am I?
Oh, good. He's thinking about it.
Ocean 9031, heavy, flight level 380.
Ocean 931, Boston Center.
Technically, I should have said flight level 240, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie. I missed that, but he understood. I understood. You tried.
430 Delta Charlie, now fly heading 200.
Ah, thank you. 200 on the heading, 0 Delta Charlie. Do appreciate it. Very good. So he's let me kind of steer that way, so I'm not going so far out of the way. And now we're going to heading mode. So I press that up here. We're not going by the GPS anymore because we're not going to go to Marconi. We're trying to go to Sandy Point. He's kind of heading us that way. Okay, climbing up to 24,000 feet, or as we say, flight level 240. And once we level off, the plane will speed up. The HondaJet, all planes have their most efficient altitude for speed and their most efficient altitude for fuel burn. And it's usually not the same altitude. So the HondaJet actually goes fastest at flight level 320, aka 32,000 feet. It goes 422 knots, which is about 485 miles per hour, which is pretty nice. However, that it's going to burn more fuel at that altitude. So a lot of times if you're going a longer distance, you want to go higher, and you'll be willing to trade off a few extra knots of airspeed, maybe 10, 15 knots, but your fuel burn drops dramatically. And that's, less fuel.
0 Delta Charlie, clear direct Sandy Point.
You're the best. Direct Sandy Point, 0 Delta Charlie.
Boston, good afternoon, Portugal.
That is very nice. Very nice.
Level 340, go scanning.
I always like to thank them, right? They're hardworking, smart people.
American 747, contact Boston Center 128.75.
2875, 747, good day.
Okay. First I started with the heading bug to turn towards there. And I also, I said direct to Sandy Point. And then I went back to nav. So it's going to respect the nav that I'm using. The nav I'm using, which you use 99% of the time, is GPS. So you can use other modes of navigation. There are radio beacons that you could use. Hello, Boston. HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie. Flight level 240, light chop.
HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, Boston Center. Welcome, shouldn't be any worse than light chop.
So I double tapped the radio button, which acknowledged his
119 Boston Center. The vineyard altimeter is
his little quip. Welcome to the area in the light chop. So when I say light chop, I'm just giving him like a pilot report, what's called a PIREP and so
682, contact Boston Center
something you may or may not have known about in advance.
2452, good day,
If the frequency is not too crowded, it's good to do that. Of course, if there's some kind of severe weather and you're seeing it, even if the frequency is crowded, it is very good to do that and let other pilots know
20 degrees left, vectors for your descent.
what you're experiencing, and the air traffic controllers will then pass that on to other planes. So
North Shore 5, contact
let me go ahead and put in approach RNAV 1919. So
53, contact Boston approach 133.
I'll go ahead and preview that. I pretty much have it memorized.
953. Number 510 Romeo Mike, contact Boston Center
328 is the altitude, so I go ahead and
Romeo Mike.
put that in now. So what I just did is I said I'm going to use the runway 19 of the RNAV 119 approach, even though it's beautiful VFR there. I always like to load the approach.
And 260.
Don't have to use it, but I like to load it.
Here we go.
And I just scrolled down. I looked at the minimum altitude, it's 328. It's decision height or decision altitude. Go ahead and enter that. Okay, got to do that. So runway 19 at the right airport. Republic, Joseph, Debbie. Okay. Go ahead and load that. So I've loaded my approach.
Number 430 Delta Charlie, contact Boston Center 135.8.
3580, that's Charlie, good day.
American 723, same number.
Oops. 3580, X for that. We did. Well, Boston, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, flight level 200, smooth.
100 430 Delta Charlie, Boston, get up there. Friend 004, I'm sorry, Friend 006, descend and maintain 14,000, altimeter 3022.
Will you send 14,000?
So we're going to either get right into Debbie or Zosab, come down, make a left, and then down the pike, right airport, right runway.
Zero Delta Charlie, descend maintain 4,000.
4,000, Delta Charlie.
JetBlue 1908, New York approach, expect on X-ray runway 22
to 4,000 now.
New York approach, JetBlue 1908, leveling 12,000, uniform.
We're at idle power.
New York approach, expect on X-ray runway 22 left approach.
RNAV X-ray 22 left, JetBlue 1908.
Start slowing her up a little bit.
Heavy, 3 miles from Cockpit, turn left to see direct to Cockpit, cross Cockpit outer above 2,900, cleared RNAV X-ray runway 22 left approach.
Get left direct to Cockpit, cross Cockpit to 900 or above.
Wow, look at all the planes. Reminds me of Oshkosh. Now look at all the planes here. Isn't that crazy? Welcome to the big city.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, it's going to be vectors onto the final approach course.
0 Delta Charlie.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, you can turn right, heading 350.
Right, 350, 0 Delta Charlie.
Flower 787 Heavy, maintain 180 knots until any, contact Kennedy Tower, 110.1.
180 knots.
50, now I can bring some power back in. And I'll bring my speed setting, which is just for my edification at this point, to 200 knots. Wow, look at all the planes there. Isn't that crazy? Long Island has 3 million people and a few airports on. I think we have 5.
1908, descend maintain 9,000, Kennedy altimeter 3020.
Ground in sight.
Descend maintain 9,000, JetBlue 19.
Approaching the Hauppauge Industrial Park. I used to have my office there. And that's the biggest industrial park in the United States. So you can see he's going to vector me around. We're going to do a loop around. All right, listen, I have information whiskey. I have tower standing by. I can even be so.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 0 Delta Charlie. Good, have ground standing by. And now 3,000. We'll do a flight level change for that.
0 descend maintain 4,000.
310 heading, 4,000.
Keep it 200 knots, so power will come back. I have to even use speed brakes, well, let's say.
Turn left to see direct to Cockpit.
210 speed,
got it.
Cockpit for Delta 79 Heavy.
I'll show you the approach chart. You can see where we are. One of the reasons I like to use an approach, even on a visual day like today, it's going to be the Battle of Britain down there. And being
79 heavy,
that I'm IFR, I get actually like a slot.
900, cleared on X-ray runway 22 left approach.
A little bit of power to hold now.
2900, clear for the GPS X-ray to 22 left for Delta 79 heavy.
62% would be good.
New York approach, longboat 70 Alpha Heavy, descending altitude 12000.
Longboat 70 Alpha Heavy, near approach, expect RNAV.
Alright, we're at 3,000.
Approach, information uniform.
He's giving us vectors. I see the airport off the left in the haze.
1908, turn right 270, descend maintain 5,000.
Right, 270, descend maintain 5,000.
So you can see the approach.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, descend maintain 2,000, turn right 360.
360 headings, 2,000 Delta Charlie.
Delta 79 heavy, maintain
2,000.
180 knots or greater until any contact
Okay.
into the channel 100.1.
Flight level change, power back.
1910, Delta 79 heavy.
I might have to use the speed brake to get it down.
American
What do I say?
67 heavy, descend
It's
maintain
starting.
3,000, then reduce speed to 210.
Okay, looking good.
3,000, then slow to 210, American 67 heavy.
Alright,
Version 45,
360 on the heading.
310, descend maintain 4,000.
Right, 10, 310 degrees.
So it's going to be left, left, left.
45 Whiskey Heavy.
Longboat 70 Alpha Heavy, descend maintain 9,000, Kennedy altimeter 3020.
Coming into 2,000.
Altitude 9000, altimeter 3020.
Be tight, but tight is good. We're good.
is just off of Farmingdale going to White Plains.
Okay.
Altimeter 1400 for 2000.
Looking for a lot of.
Position and request.
Just off of Farmingdale, about a mile off of runway 19. We're climbing through 1600 for 2000, just like flight following to White Plains.
Good speed 95, squawk 0334.
Okay, I'll be looking for that plane. Sounds
0334, good speed 95.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, turn left heading 270.
left 2700. That's Charlie.
Speed 95, your radar contact as reported. Just remain below the classified by airspace. The Kennedy altimeter 3020.
3020 and will remain below the Bravo, good speed 95.
Be looking for that good speed. Okay, 270, because she just departed Farmingdale and going right to White Plains, so could cross my path.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, you're 6 miles from Moray, turn left heading 220, maintain 2,000 till established on the final approach course, cleared on RNAV GPS runway 19 approach.
220 on the heading, 2,000 till established, cleared for the approach, 0 Delta Charlie, thank you.
67 heavy, turn left
approach
right,
mode.
join the approach.
Direct Kappa, join the approach, Mark 67 heavy.
Head on a swivel because there's a lot of planes out here.
Number 45 Whiskey Heavy, reduce speed to 210.
Vertical track.
Speed 210, Virgin 45 Whiskey Heavy.
Go 1 notch of flaps.
1908, turn right 310 to maintain
Well,
4,000.
you hold it for a
310,
second.
descend maintain 4,000, JetBlue 1908.
See the airport. Okay, I see that TCAS hit. Not an alert yet.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, contact Republic Tower, 118.8.
Over to Republic 0 Delta Charlie. Good day. Okay, turning into the airport.
Papa Republic Tower, use caution traffic, 12 o'clock, a mile and a half, eastbound 1,000 feet. Type unknown, left downwind for anyone enter.
Hello, Republic, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, coming home with information. Whiskey, about 2 miles inside of Debbie, about a mile north of Moray.
HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, Republic Tower, running 19, clear to land. Your number 3, traffic's to Cherokee on a mile and a half final.
We'll slow it up best we can, 0 Delta Charlie.
Thank you, sir. There, a touch and go, should be no factor for you.
Anchor coming down. The only thing I forgot to tell him was my altitude, but he sees me. But it's good to also enunciate that.
733 Lima Yankee.
So all the pilots know. Alright, so we're watching for that traffic in front of us. We're going to slow it up so we don't overrun them.
Cessna 28 Romeo, you can make the right turn there, Bravo 4 ground, point 6, have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day.
There's that plane in front of us. I get landing flaps out now. Okay, landing flaps are deployed, gear is down, fully configured. Go to our checklist. Flaps 1 are down, and landing gear, speed brake not necessary yet. Okay, we're good. Power to hold a little bit. A little bit power. Airport in sight. Kicking off the autopilot. Okay, we're fully configured.
Sierra 60 Victor Bravo, Republic Tower, Sierra 100.
Street M19, Sierra 60 Victor Bravo.
Wind 2008.
500.
That's 500. Autopilot's off. Door dampener's off. Bring it down a little bit. Nose down. Pull some power. Pull some power. Nose down. And is HondaJet still clear to land?
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, Power, traffic's no factor, they're in the upwind, and you're clear to land, wind 20011.
Clear to land, 0 Delta Charlie.
Minimums.
Okay, there's minimums. There's VREF on glide slope on. Just perfectly configured. Nailing that glide slope. Okay, gears down, gears down. Final check. Power's out. Okay.
Cronus 521, I got your release. Runway 19, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 19, Cronus 521.
A little bit past the 1,000 foot. Not the 1,000 foot. No. Okay, come right.
3,000.
I tried for that 1,000 foot to nail it so much.
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, where you parking today?
2,000.
Atlantic.
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, get rolling to the end and right turn, southbound on Bravo, into the ramp with me. Have yourself a great one and welcome back.
Thank you, and you too. Have a great day, and we'll go right turn at the end and into Atlantic. Thanks, 0 Delta Charlie.
Welcome. The current wind 210.
So I was trying for that 1,000 foot marker, and
Clear for takeoff.
instead of having to really kiss the ground landing, a little bit firmer than normal, but totally safe. What's great about jets is the landing gear is meant to, when you want to, when you need to, it's got what's called trailing link. You can land this firmly. It's actually designed for that. And there's times when you want to do that. If there's what's called a contaminated runway, which is a lot of rain, snow, ice, something like that, you want to plant it, and you don't want to do this like soft landing. No, you want to get those wheels down and firmly on the ground. So it's designed for that. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this flight, and it was a good one, and made good use of Baby Blue. We went to a wedding of a friend and client, and it was very good. Well, stay tuned. Let us know in the comments if there's things that you'd like to know about. We always like to answer our viewers, their questions. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.